G'day YouTube, welcome to my channel Bonsai Works, and I'm David, and this is another little shimpaku that you've probably seen in my video collection if you've been following my channel for a while. This tree you would have seen come a long way, restyling, repotting, done a whole bunch of things on it now, but looking at it now at the point in summer, it's what's it now, mid-February, and you know, this tree is looking nice and growing healthy and growing strong, lots of foliage, but needs to be refined now. It's got aluminium wire all around it, which is good, which is fine. That's how I normally start off trees when I really start to style them. So it's got aluminium wire, it's got some heavy stuff along the bottom to enable some bends and twists in the rest of the tree. Now I had a close look at the wire at the top of the tree, and it is starting to cut in. So it's a good time to start removing that wire and doing some fine detail wiring with copper wire now. That's usually the plan. That's how I usually tackle it. After I've done all the major heavy wiring, then I'll go through and do a detail wiring with copper. So you can see this tree is a nice little kind of standard, typical kind of bonsai you will see around the place, but it's a nice little shimpaku that is looking really healthy. So healthy and strong, lots of foliage, lots of the wire starting to cut in. So first thing I do is start removing the wire. I'll cut it all out, pretty much remove all the wire. I'll have a look if it holds its shape, but it should, because I put a big bend in it. You'll see the big bend from this side. You can see the big bend, see that? Big bend I've put in it. Now if that springs back, which I don't think it will, I'll just put a guy wire and keep it nice and tight. So, but I think it looks like it's all cutting in, so I think it's just starting to cut in, so it's a good sign that it's grown and held that position, so we should be good to go. Alright, so I'm going to go off and cut all this wire off, and then I'll come back and show an update. With all the wire removed, you can now see the structure of the trunk, the tree. It really is a nice little tree, very nice size, very easy to pick up with one hand, but you can see now it's overgrown and it needs a lot of wiring and refinement. So that's what I'm going to pretty much do. Now I would love to just video this tree, me working on it, but I don't think you'd watch it. It's 2 hours worth of probably wiring, you know, and how much of that do you guys want to see? So sometimes I just do the before and after. So it's not a how-to video, it's more of a what you can achieve if you spend the time, wire, see the tree what it is, envision what it is, and you can come up with a result. I mean, we've wiring is there's so many different videos out on wiring, but all I can say to you guys is practice. Practice is the best way to wire. Just figure out, learn a few bits and pieces, especially from Bjorn's videos. Bjorn's like the best wire follow all the time. Learn the basics from him, and then just apply. You got to do the work. You know, it's simple as that. Just keep wiring and wiring and wiring, and you get the hang of it. So this video isn't about, you know, how to. It's more of a what you can achieve with a tree like this and bring out the best in it. So that's my job here, is trying to bring out the best in this tree. We've got an exhibition coming up our club's got an exhibition coming up in May, 15th and 16th of May 2021, that is. So it's going to be awesome. First one I'm going to have out of lockdown, which is great. Hopefully lots of people come along. But this could be a tree I'm trying to work towards getting in the show. I've got a few other trees I want to clean up as well and get them into the show as well. So that's what I need to do now. So it's not about wowing you guys and all that, but hopefully you can pick up what's bonsai all about. It's not chopping and making something fantastic every single time. It's actually the continually improving trees through wiring, styling, little bits and pieces along the way. Doesn't have to be all in one go, just bit at a time, and that's what I'm about. Like, you need to be able to. I've only got weekends to spend on working on trees. I don't own a nursery. I'm in the backyard like all of you guys. Most of you guys are hobbyists. We're not nursery owners, so we really need to. You need to best find the best trees you have. Just spend the right time on your trees, and continue working on them. And you know, this is a chance. Sorry, I think I'm rambling, but just want to make that point. So really, this is about before and after, I'll work my way through the tree. It's just wiring now. Okay, so I'll show you how I go about it. I'll show you the next steps. I'll start with probably this lowest branch first, wire that down and into this spot, and then work throughout the rest of the tree and create a much more refined tree. Alright, I did promise to show you that first branch, and you can see how it's nicely wired up, and different layers have been set, so it's a bit hard to see totally, but you probably see the lower branch down here. There's a slightly higher branch up here just towards the back, so you can see it's coming more to the side, to the back. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to step through the tree and wire all the branches in a very similar fashion and create those nice little pads that you've seen me do before. So just creating pads, working your way up the tree and creating more pads. So we'll just now progress the next side. The next lower branch is down here, so we'll work on this guy, and we'll work on, there's a back branch, and we'll work all the way around. So I'll take you through the phases as I get through them, okay? Alright guys, before I lose the sunlight and it's in your eyes, you can see the lower half of the trees being wired. I will tweak it slightly, some of the levels aren't exactly right, but you probably can see, trying to block that sun, you see the levels starting to happen. Wide the back as well, the back branch in there, it's nicely sitting in there, you can see that. Wide out this side, wide this side, all nicely padded out. Now I'm up to, I've actually wired this one as well. Probably can't see it that well. Just going to have to push it down more and fine wire the top. So now I'm just going to fine wire the whole top, and we'll have a look at the result after that. So now we're up to pretty much the apex. As you've seen from my previous video where I showed you how to create an apex, again I have two branches here. Even though these are a bit more twisted up, it's the same principle. I'm going to wire these two branches and use them to create the top. It might have to be reduced. I'll make sure I trim it back a little bit, but then wire every single branch and put them in place. So the tree's coming along really well. Probably that's a better angle to look at it. All the nice pads starting to happen. Pretty much everything's done except these two branches up the top, and then we'll create the apex just like in the previous video. Thanks guys. So after all the wiring and getting all the levels, you can see how nice a tree it is now. You know, you develop the pads and you can actually get to see how nice, once you get the pads all right and the levels and clean them underneath, it actually gets pretty good. The top still needs a little bit of work to fill out. It actually is a little bit light on in the top area, but it's starting to come up nicely. Now we've got the structure. Now we're trying to pretty much just work about refinement, like really just getting it more, keep it, let it grow out, then cut back, let it grow out and cut back, and hopefully get the back budding happening as well. So, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with that tree. It looks really nice. Amazing what you can do with a nice little shimpaku, and the foliage is beautiful. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this nice quick short video on this lovely tree. Just about, you know, it's all about keep up with your trees, just keep working on them bit by bit, step by step. You don't transform them in one day. You know, you don't learn bonsai in one day. You learn over many years, and practice. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video and my ranting today, but good to chat with you guys. If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments and I'll happy to answer them. Alright guys, take care, see ya.